Hey y'all, this is Dick Darren from StraightHustling.com. Are you a hunter or just like to target shoot and have a good time? Then you need to check out Freedom Munitions. You can find a link to Freedom Munitions at the bottom of StraightHustling.com. I can't say enough good stuff about Freedom Munitions. It's where I buy my own ammo, great prices, you buy directly online, and it's shipped to your doorstep. It doesn't get any better than that. You can sign up for their email specials and check out their brass buyback program. So please click the link at the bottom of our site, StraightHustling.com. Takes you directly to Freedom Munitions and get your hustle on. Let's get on with the show.
What's going on, y'all? This is your man B Cov, aka Brian Covington, aka Brian B Cov Covington, whatever you want to call me, however you want to book me. I'm down with it. I'm here with my man on Straight Hustling, man. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, BCOV1.
Said my time coming, so be patient. So until then, I'm just back and forth pacing, chilling, waiting for my time to come. Speak of the grace, they say he put you in the mind of them. I'm talking park, big and trick if you combining them. I'm shining, I'm just waiting for my time to come. My time to come. I'm just trying to be the best that I can be. Money on my mind.
All right, Straight Hustling's back. This is Dick Darren and
Money Mike.
We got Brian Covington, B-Cov comedian, on here today.
Oh, yeah. This ought to be a good show.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be back in the studio. It's first show of the year.
Yep, it's going to be a good one. We got a comedian here from Nashville right here around us. We should have had him here at the studio.
Yeah, but we're slacking.
Yep, yeah, as always.
That's the way to start the new year out, right?
Yeah, that's right. So we'll have to check him out here in Nashville, hook up with him. So let's get him on here and see what B-Cov has in store for 2016.
Let's rock it out, baby.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Brian? This is Dick and Mike from Straight Hustling. You go by Brian or B-Cov?
You can do Brian, man. Yeah, it just kind of, whichever one, man, honestly. You know, I kind of promote both of them. It doesn't really matter to me. Sometimes, man, if I'm doing the mainstream clubs, I'll just stick with Brian Covington because the black one-name comic who's up and coming isn't really a fan favorite sometimes of the mainstream club. So, unfortunately, until you made it, you know, they don't give a shit what your name is. Like, we're just going to call you Brian. So, we can go Brian Covington. Really, I kind of promoted like Brian B Cov Covington just because, like, there's so many people who know me as B Cov. I don't want to just switch it up and people have no idea who the hell I am. So,
oh, you getting it out
it's
there?
one of those type of things, man.
I've seen some of your videos, man. It's funny shit. I liked it, man.
Oh, appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. I try to keep it fresh, man. Have a different perspective on stuff and, you know, just try not to do the same stuff that you hear everybody else talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's some things that I think just comedians as a whole, we're going to touch on. I mean, there's only so many subjects in the world, but I just try to keep it to where I'm not talking about the same exact, you know what I'm saying? Black people do this, white people do this. Yeah, it is. You know, let's try to keep it fresh, man. So I appreciate it.
Political correctness stuff, are you much into that, or are you just pretty much say what you
because you know what, man, not too much, you know, because I mean, like, that's one of the things of being a comedian. Like, we try to think of saying stuff in a way to where, you know, I mean, the idea is to get fans. You know what I'm saying? As much as we want to get up here and rant about shit that we want to say all the time, and, you know, what I feel, you know, the idea is to get a fan base and get a following to where people appreciate what you do. So, you know, you don't want to turn people off. That's never the idea. So you don't go into it blind just thinking, I'm going to say the most outlandish stuff ever and just piss people off. It's like, you know, some people, there's a market for that. Don't get me wrong, but like the idea is to build a fan base. So, you know, I don't want to say that I'm really go with a total politically correct thing, but at the same time, like, I don't want to put off any group of people and make people just be like, oh no, he's an asshole. I mean, some people just aren't gonna like you. There's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, man, I try to be inclusive, just so that way, man, you know, to kind of build a brand and make it, you know, more appealing where everybody want to come check me out, as opposed to people just saying, oh man, he's, you know, he just goes too far left, too far right. I just try to, you know, just speak my mind and go with what, you know, my experience and stuff like that, man. I try to talk about real life stuff, so kind of to where everybody can kind of relate to it. So,
you ever just
I'm not too big on the political correctness, to be honest with you, man. I think it's killing. It's definitely killing comedy. It's killing.
Yeah, it is, man.
It makes people not so much scared, but you know, you just don't know what to say. You don't know what's gonna piss people off. Like, sometimes a good comic, you can say something that pisses somebody off, but it's just being tactful about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you put it in a way where no one has ever heard it, you know, I mean, there's a lot of times I'll do a show and people are like, damn, dude, I've never thought of it that way. Like, that's the exact same way that I would say it. So it's just kind of makes you work a little harder.
Yeah, some people just try to get offended.
I'm not for it at all.
Well, I mean, like me, I can't help but offend you. So,
you know what I'm saying?
I offend everybody.
Exactly. And some people, and you know what? Dude, I'm gonna tell you though, like it makes me appreciate. Like I appreciate people who just like say, you know what? Fuck what you think. This is what like you gotta appreciate that. Like it takes. You know what I'm saying? It takes balls to just be that, you know, I don't care what anybody thinks. Like, I appreciate that. I think, like, deep down in me, I kind of envy that because I know, like, unfortunately, at my core, I think I'm too much of a nice guy. So sometimes I'm like, oh, man, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But then I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm on stage. Like, I'm supposed to kind of, you know, ruffle some feathers a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? So,
well,
I definitely appreciate
your feelings haven't been hurt enough for you to not care anymore. So that's the way that goes.
Right. Yeah, I haven't been warped by life yet. I think I don't know.
You don't have the Grinch heart yet.
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Give me a couple more years. Yeah.
Some people just get offended over. Some people just get offended over anything, though, man. They need to lighten up and
man,
relax.
Well, I mean, some stuff, man.
Society in general has you know dulled down to the fact to where you know like that. Like I've been reading a lot about these quiet rooms because words hurt. These children have quiet rooms in school in case they're being bullied or kick him in the head or freaking hit him with a trash can. Come on, you know.
And you know what? And really, man, what it does is you're setting kids up because like that's not the world.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be people that you work with that piss you off. There's gonna be people like that's not how life is. Like you can't go in a quiet space. Like you're gonna work with somebody who may be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's your job. It's up to you to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's problem resolution. It's all that, man. You can't put kids in a little corner and, you know, the whole thing on bullying. Like that's what toughens kids up.
That's
like
right,
not
man.
only for, I mean, hell, and for the bully, like you know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like at least you know to your face, like, okay, this kid doesn't like me. Let me get away from it or whatever. So
or you and your friends plan a friggin' revenge attack like we used to. You know what I mean? If somebody was bullied enough, you know, the bullies always got their just reward, and it's not. And I'm telling you, all these people that they're always blaming, they're always trying to put a blame. There's always a reason for everything. There isn't a reason for everything that happens. Things happen, you know, for no reason. But there are, you know, the things behind why these people do these things. It's not.
Damn, why'd I bring you on a Sunday? What you like all up on?
Well, no, I mean it's
soapbox
just,
trying to
no,
talk.
I'm trying to talk. No, I'm just saying it ain't that big of. It does not mold every. If you got your ass whipped in 5th grade, it's not going to make you kill people when you're 12.
No.
All right,
it might make you cry.
It might. Well, you might cry. Hell, you might cry all the way home. I can't count the times I cried all the way home. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, dude.
Right?
It
and it was
like
good for
that. Like you gotta be thick-skinned in life. Just in life, and period. You gotta have thick skin.
Well, you better have thick skin to be around me. Period. You know what I mean? So, and that's the whole thing. And that's the reason is
or bad ears.
Oh yeah, or not here. But you know, like if I went home and told my dad, "Hey, this boy down the street whipped my ass," he'd be like, "Well, hell, put your left hand up next time." You know?
Exactly. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what's so funny, dude. I got 2 sons, and I joke with them when we play all the time. And so, I was telling them like they're 13 and 11. So you know, 13-year-old, he's just like he's a true middle schooler. Like the sense of humor, him and his friends doing goofy stuff, and so they say, you know, they'll sit around and they'll talk about each other and just kind of crack jokes. He's like, but we're all friends. I said, that's cool. I said, but just be sure that whatever you're dishing out, you can take as well. I said nobody likes the guy who can joke around and dick around with everybody, and then when you say something to them, they get all sensitive.
Right,
like, don't be that guy. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, I know what you mean. Like, that's just how it is. Like, this is life, man. You got to know.
Well, you know, somebody
damn near critical thinking.
Well, you know, my best friend, their thing in their family is to hit the first thing that comes to their mind. That's the worst thing they can say to hurt the other one. They will do it, and I'm like, damn. I mean, low blow right off the freaking bat, and it's like, you know, like. I'm glad you can't have a kid. I mean, you know, something like that. It's like,
right.
You know, and I mean, some people don't have a filter, and you got to know that you can be around somebody. They just be like, look, you're the dumbest son of a bitch I ever seen in my life, and you can't go cry and sit in the corner and get in a quiet room. You know, you got to freaking go man up and put your big boy pants on and work. So, you know, it does set people up for failure, like giving everybody a trophy. Come on, not everybody gets a trophy.
Man, You know, at a certain age, you gotta quit that shit, man. Like when they're little, I understand. Yeah. Like, dude, they're having. I just got a paper, and my wife is like looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm saying I'm not participating in this. But dude, they're like having a graduation ceremony for 8th graders, and I'm like, have we come? Like, do we suck this much as a society that we're celebrating making it through junior high school? Like, why are we applauding this? And number one, why do I have to buy a cap and gown for this shit? Really, to be honest with you, like, it doesn't make any sense. And I'm like telling my wife, I'm like, dude, I don't want to participate in that because I don't want this kid thinking like it's a major like, dude, you're supposed to make it to 9th grade.
Yeah, like, you're supposed to graduate, period.
Exactly. It's not like, you know, like NES and the water company, all those people, they don't send me like a thank you note when I pay my bills. Like,
hell no, they don't, like, man. And they quick to cut that shit off.
I'm supposed to do.
NES will cut you right on off, brother. If you ain't paying it, I know all about them. They'll come right on down there and they'll be like, hey, I'm sorry about it.
They give 2 shits.
No, not at all. And put a lock on it, some bitch. Put a lock right on it and be like, I hope you try to turn it back on.
Right, right, dude. I'm telling you, it's just killing. I don't know, man. It's just all this. It's just something that's just happened. It's like a slow, like a crock pot full of just bullshit that's just happening. Like, it's just slowly but surely. You can just see it, man. It's just like the sissification of America or something. Yeah. Like, we shouldn't be applauding. I mean, you know, I appreciate the work and say, but I don't feel like I should have to take part in that just because they made it out of 8th grade. Like, good job. Who cares?
Man, how were you growing up, man? Were you always like a class clown or anything? Or
I was kind of, man, you know, I was always just kind of always felt people out. I always kind of knew how to, you know, work in conversation with people. And I guess I was kind of a class clown, but almost more so out of, like a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like a little chubby kid in class. So, you know, I did fairly good in school. And being a little chubby kid in class who did decent in school, you weren't really like the coolest. So I just kind of figured out, you know, well, if I just make everybody laugh and I'm cool with everybody will like me. And it just kind of blossomed into, I guess, this career that I'm attempting to make for myself now. So it just kind of, I don't know, I've always been just silly. I'm my only child, so it was just a lot of entertaining myself in my head. So now I just get to stand up and people halfway pay attention to me. So it's pretty cool, man. I like it. Yeah, man. I like it. It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, ain't nothing better, man, than working your ass off all week and then going and hitting a comedy club, man, with some friends and just listening to some good comedians.
Yeah, that's it's cool, man, because it's funny because I still I'm not full time yet. So I still work. So the funny thing is, like, you know, I tell my wife, I'm like, dude, this whole weekend, people are like staring at me, loving me, clapping, cheering for me and all this. And then Monday I go back in and everybody's like, yeah, nobody gives a shit about that. We need this done, this done. Yeah. So it's a real humbling experience, man. I think it's, you know, I always wanted to just go ahead and jump feet first. And I feel like that time is coming, but right. I kind of appreciate it. Now I kind of appreciate the grind because, you know, it's just a funny contrast. Like I, you know, work my ass off all week, go to a comedy club that night, you know, for a whole weekend or however many days, do 7 shows, 6 shows. And, you know, I'm on top of the world. And then like life is like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Go to work.
Yeah, I like this. I like this job better than I do my week job. I guarantee you that.
Oh, definitely, dude. Definitely. You know, so, you know, I'm like, man, I know eventually it's going to pay off, but it's a very humbling experience.
You ever bust any of those, my boss is such an asshole or anything like that?
No, man, you know what? Not really. Just because, like, sometimes some stuff are truly you had to be there jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. And I think it's like comedy 101, like, never tell you had to be there joke. Like, those never go over well.
Right.
And people always ask me, man, and like really I don't even like advertising I'm a comedian. You know, like some of the people I work, they know, just from coming out to shows that see me, but I never really advertise or say, you know, oh well, you know, I just stand there because then people are always like, oh, you're gonna put this in your act. I'm like, no, I'm not really. It's not even like it's not interesting to anybody else but you. Like this is not. Nobody cares about what we do in this office, like, but you. Like, this is your life, so it's hilarious to you, but nobody gives a shit. Trust me. Like, I could try it and nobody would care. are you going to use me in your act? It's like, no, you're not that interesting. Trust me. Nobody, I barely like you. Like, nobody wants to hear about you after they paid money.
No, you have you have to deal with them because you get paid to go there and deal with them. So,
exactly. I'm like, dude, they pay me to talk to you. Like, people are not going to pay to hear about you. You're not that, like, trust me.
Yeah, you don't hang with it.
So you've been
not happening at all.
Playing at the Zanies Club here in Nashville?
Yeah, man. I've been doing, actually this whole week, man, I've done Thursday, and then tonight is the last night. Thursday, Chris Hardwick from Chris Hardwick's been there all from Thursday to last night, man. He's been funny, man. He's got a crazy fan base, dude. I think between the whole At Midnight and Talking Dead, it's crazy. Like, it seems like every time I work there for an extended period of time, whoever I'm working with, the headliner, it kind of opens my eyes up to just like how big comedy's become, or how much people follow certain comedians, man. I think, like, when it was just back in the day and all you saw them was just on stage, that was one thing. But now with, just having podcasts and just so many outlets that people, like, if they like somebody, they'll tap into every little thing you do. I mean, there was people like, big, hulky, just big dudes. And I'm leaving it like, hey man, can you give Chris his fan letter? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you're a huge man and you write another man a letter. But it just tripping me out, man. Because you know what I'm saying? It's like, part of me is like, okay, it's weird. But then the other part is like, nah, this is cool. Like, dude is he's so good at what he does, and people like him that much where they feel as though I need to take this time out to write this letter. And it kind of opens my eyes up to like, damn, like, it's more than just me up here talking. Like, people really get into what you are. If they buy into you, like, people will support you. So Hardwick, his whole week has been cool, man. He sold out all the shows. It definitely helps me out. I get to lie to myself and make people make myself think, oh, they're here for me, baby. I've arrived. I'm a star. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure did you get a lot of laughs? I'm sure you did, right?
Exactly, yeah, man. I get to hijack some of his Twitter followers and poach some of them. And, it's really, it's pressure because you're like, okay, you got all these people coming, like, you can't suck. Because people are always going to remember, oh, man, the dude for Hardwick sucked. But it's been a good week, man. And then tonight, tonight Lunell is there. She tours a lot with Cat Williams, and she's been on TV.
I've seen her a few times.
She's hilarious, dude. Yeah, she's real funny. So this has been my, this whole week, man, this has been 7 shows are sold out. So far, all of them are sold out, man. So I just ride the wave and do what I got to do, and hopefully make people laugh. But yeah, man, I've been working Zanies pretty regularly now, man. So
we'll be going
I'm pretty pleased with it.
Yeah, we love Zanies. We could try to go.
Yeah, we're going to be down there not too long from now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, they got a lot of cool stuff coming up, man. So I'm kind of glad. It took me a second to get my foot in the door, but now that I'm there, I've kind of, hopefully I've carved out a little niche for myself, man. And, they see what I'm about and see what I bring to the table. So it just gives me somewhere to keep working, man, keep grinding and keep getting better,
Right. Well, that's most of the people, Zanies is always loaded. So, it's a good, and they're always wanting to laugh. Nobody goes there to not laugh.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Nashville's getting so crazy nowadays. So busy. Everything.
Yeah, we're busier than hell. You know that.
Yeah, man, there's so many people moving here and folks who are from different areas, man. And it interests me how many people who come to Zanies, who are from out of town, who just happen to be in Nashville for the weekend. They're like, oh, we just looked it up and saw people, saw who was going to be here. We just decided to come. And it gives a whole different vibe. Like, it's one thing to play, like, bars and, I've done and will do all those places. It doesn't matter. But it's something different about being in a comedy club. Like, people come in there knowing this is what they're in for. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, sometimes when you deal with little hole-in-the-wall places, people are like, okay, we'll see what the hell these is. They say they do comedy here. Let's see what happens. But coming into a comedy club, like, people are primed. Like, they're outside waiting in line. They know what's about to happen. Right, One times enough, they're drinking in the line, which makes it even better because by the time they get in, it's ready to go. But
you come there ready to have a good time.
Man, it definitely changes. It's like you're definitely playing with house money at that point. So it's definitely cool, man.
Yeah, shit. Hey, man, did you play the Powerball the other day?
Of course.
Hell yeah, I sure did. Matter of fact, the crazy thing is though, is that like my wife was on this thing. She was like, okay, you got to go here, and when you go, buy a Powerball ticket, and then when you go to the other place, get one. And I'm like, I don't really think it matters if we buy 4 from 4 different sides of town. Like, we still probably won't win shit.
Hey,
but I think it was just like it was just a psychological thing. So
hey, I understand.
yeah, man, I
understand her logic, and what I did was I went like when I was outside of town. In the small parts, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's what she said. Yep.
Hey, come on, man. Because I mean, I'm from the city here, and it's like, man, I don't know how many Powerball tickets I've seen bought right in front of me when I'm just buying a pack of cigarettes. So it's like, Jesus Christ,
right.
I want to go somewhere where maybe only 1,000 were sold today, not 10,000.
Yeah, I've never had good luck, sir.
Yeah, I don't have any luck at all. So there it is.
I hate. I'm not a gambler. I rarely do the lottery. And I think I fall into the category of the people who are like, oh no, it's only at 30 million. Like, I don't know. I'm not wasting my time. And then when it gets to like 100, it's like, oh, we got to go now.
It ain't worth 200. So, it ain't worth $2 to try to win 30 million.
Exactly. So now I think I'm kind of, I don't know, man. I think now, I think I want to start buying more because I'm all like, look, if I can just get a couple thousand, like, I'm cool with that.
Well,
I don't need
them people down near Memphis won, so come on. Yeah. And just think, those are old white people. I just wish somebody young would win it.
I know.
Right? And those people, them people were probably well off.
Any white person who lives around Memphis, like, I think that's God's way of paying them back. You're like, okay. Like, it was like them saying, you know what? You deserve it. Go ahead, take this.
Well, I mean, they didn't live near me. They lived in like Munford, like, one of them outskirts little podunk towns. You know what I'm saying? And they were probably well off anyway, on a farm or some shit. Didn't need nothing. All right, so now they're giving their money away to random people. Hell no, somebody like you or me win it, I'm gonna be on Mike Island. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
By myself, kicking it in a pile of money. A pile of money.
I probably just like I wear a robe everywhere.
Exactly.
And I want an old slick Rick chain though. That's the one thing I want. I want a slick Rick chain. I wear a robe everywhere,
and a Jerry curl.
I probably just carry. I just carry champagne with me. No, I mean a fur maybe.
Yeah, you gotta
have a robe just kind of.
Man, you gotta bring the Jerry curl back.
No. yeah. I would probably just do like the most dumbest because like a robe just kind of says like I'm here, but bitch, I still want to be asleep. Like I'm still. So I think I would do the robe.
A robe is I'm comfortable everywhere because everywhere I go is the party. Everywhere I go, I'm comfortable.
You'd be dead in like 3 days if you won the lottery.
You know I would, but you know what? Them 3 days would be fun as hell.
Them 3 days.
Hey, I'd already will it. I'd will it right out to my daughter because I'd be gone.
You wouldn't make it.
I'd get in a helicopter and then y'all'd see me in an obituary.
That is funny. That's funny. Yeah, it's like, I think the Powerball is funny though because you get like all these everybody who's an expert on the lottery. Like you start getting all these people who have all these things that are they just believe is true. It's like, oh yeah, well if you get it and if you don't take the cash buyout and you die, like they take the money away. And then there's all these people like if you go into the mirror and look at yourself in the mirror, like it's just all this stupid shit that people come up with. Based off, and I have no idea like the official rules. Like,
they even
had like in Tennessee.
Well, they had a guy on the news.
I think like we're like one of the states where it's like you can't be anonymous. Like you got to set up a foundation or some shit. Like that's why it takes people. There's only like a few states that you can remain anonymous and win it. Is that the truth?
Right. Yeah.
All this dumb stuff.
In Tennessee, you have to come forward. You have to come forward, do the press conference and all that bullshit. But once I did that, I'd be on a Learjet and out.
Oh yeah, dude.
They could put that foundation down, whatever they have to do, but I'd be, I'd be out, dude. I'd be on an island in the Bahamas somewhere, just soaking up the sun and a bunch of drinks.
Yeah,
and I'd never.
I'd come back.
I'd never look back.
Hiring Cat Williams.
I'd be hiring Cat Williams on fucking Cloud 9, baby. It'd be great. I would love it, man. I wouldn't give a shit. Come on, man. Why would you? I would live till I died right there. Just like that.
Yeah. It doesn't, you know what? And it trips me out when people are like, oh, people get money, it changes you. And I'm like, nah, it doesn't change. Like people when you get money, it doesn't change you. It just like magnifies what you already are.
Yeah, that's
like if you were a dick Like getting more money is just going to make you a bigger dick. Like there's nothing that changes people. It just magnifies whatever you are.
Oh yeah, and I'd be a whirlwind disaster of hell. Is what it'd be.
A lot of people that win a lottery are bankrupt in a few years because they don't have any idea, and they're just still.
There's no way I could spend that, but that amount of money.
You could.
No, 500-something million.
Someone could weasel you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, there's no way nobody could talk me out of shit because I'd be untouched by people like my boy Dick here that would be a shield of bullshit around me to where I'd be like, oh, dude, you took care of.
Like,
I would put a shield of bullshit around me. You know what I mean? No shit. You'd have to crawl through a lot of hell to get to me and even talk to me. I wouldn't play that game.
Yeah, you'd have handlers.
I don't have no family now. I ain't got nobody coming up to help me with rent now. So, fuck everybody when I win the lottery. I'm sorry,
man. What a crappy attitude.
Oh I'm gonna give 30% back to the community. I'm gonna be a philanthropist. Or whatever the fuck. I can't even say the word philanthropist. I can't even say the word.
Give it back to the community.
That's your karma.
I mean, sleeping with random women and getting out with them.
Yeah, I'd be making babies everywhere, son.
That's the guy on the news. They asked what he was going to do if he won the lottery, and he said cocaine
and hookers. Cocaine and hookers. Hell yeah.
Cocaine and hookers. But that's boosting the economy. That's what you got to do.
Right,
you got to start at the ground level.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the oldest profession. You got to support it.
There you go. It's going to be around forever.
Yeah, it's been here from day one. It'll be here till we're all gone. And you got to support your local hooker.
Right. They're the backbone. They're the backbone of this great country.
Yeah. That's definitely made in USA.
No, not necessarily.
Unless you go to the back pages, you never know what you're getting. It could be some out-of-stater.
I don't know. Man, see, I got to listen to this all the time, dude.
But most of my shit hits the editing room floor. See, that's the difference. See, when you get to go on stage, you don't get to the editing room floor. I get the editing room floor because of my my non-filter having ass. See, I have no filter. I mean, I'm local here. That's the way it goes.
Don't build them up. It's not that good. All right, man. We got a thing we do. We call the hustling round, man. We ask you some questions. You just say whatever you want. You do that with us?
Yeah. Cool.
We ask everybody, if you're elected president tomorrow, what's the first thing you would do?
Ooh, okay. The first thing I would do. Damn, that is a good ass question. I don't know. You know what? I will figure out a way to. First off, I would take care of all school loans for everybody. I think that's the most. It's the most crooked racket in America. I think. Like that's so unfunny, but it's so true.
You got to get somebody to pay for that, though.
People,
even if you're president.
Yeah. We'll figure out. We'll steal money from somebody. I'm president, so
steal it from the lottery winner.
We'll just take more from the veterans.
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, they're about to die anyway.
Just take more from the veterans. Come on.
What else you have?
Right. I would definitely do that, man, because it's like people go broke trying to go to school, and then you get a job just so you can pay for having to go to school. You still end up being broke, and I think it's screwing up everybody.
You know, one thing I've seen though on that, man, I've seen people though that are so irresponsible though, they go buy cars on their student loans. They won't work, right, man? When I was back in the day, I really didn't even go to college, but back then people worked and went to college, and now they want to take student loans out, and then when they graduate, they're like, "Oh, I got all these student loans." Like, well, you ain't even fucking done nothing in the last. Not all of them, but there's a lot of them, man, that are really misusing the system. And then you got to go back to why is school so expensive?
I mean, because they didn't pay for it.
No, that is the truth, man. I think it's definitely got to be some kind of stipulations on it, but man, if I was president for it, it's not really. First off, I would probably give it up. Because I don't want that much responsibility. Like, I'm too lazy for that.
I know that's right.
You don't want gray hair in 2 years.
And plus,
get gray hair in 2 years.
Like, if I'm president, how am I going to buy weed from people? Like, there's got to be somebody.
You make it legal, dude, and grow your own. The government already look. The government already has the biggest facilities growing it anyway for study. Click. Well, that's with the quotation marks I'm throwing up here. And trust me, bro. You could roll as many blunts, spliffs, whatever the hell you want to roll. You'd have a roller. You'd have the royal roller. That'd be a new position in government. That would be a new position in government.
I just had one person. I would just have one person, and that's all it does. I saw an interview with I forgot who it was, but Snoop was talking about. I think it was Snoop and Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx was talking about how people don't know, but Snoop has this one dude, and that's all he does. He rides around with him, like whenever he's doing stuff, he's with him all the time, and he just rolls. And the dude doesn't even talk. Like, he barely even talks to people.
That's
all he does.
He's too busy rolling joints. He ain't got time.
Waka Flocka Flame did a damn a worldwide interview thing where he was interviewing his blunt roller.
Blunt,
yeah. And he auditioned all these guys to roll his blunts, and he hired one.
See,
I mean, that's pimp shit.
Right
that's what you would have if you were the president, and me too. I mean, I'm with you.
I'd have to.
Yeah, we got to get together, B.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, big Cub. We're local here,
matter
brother.
Matter of fact, let's get the ticket together. We'll go and get the ticket together. I'm sure somebody will.
Well, I was going to ask you, who are you going to ask to be your vice president?
Yeah. Yeah, Money Mike, baby. Fucking Mike.
Don't do it.
The best, one of the best lines I've ever heard about a black president was when Chappelle said he'd have to get a Latino running mate because. Like, that would guarantee nobody would assassinate you because they're like, oh shit, we can't kill him because it's a damn Mexican. So yeah, I'd probably get that dude from like Machete. What's the dude's name? The guy. That would be my running mate. So I want like an intimidating Mexican. Like,
that's definitely one.
The most, the most intimidating Mexican I could find.
Just get El Chapo.
El Chapo,
yeah, fuck it, man. Hey, I'm breaking him out of prison. El Chapo, you're the vice running mate. There it is, baby. Now what? What are y'all gonna do? We got all the coke. We got it all.
Right.
Boom.
Exactly.
Make it legal. What y'all gonna do? That would end so much bullshit. But there it is.
Never gonna end bullshit.
Hell yeah.
No, it would end so much that we could concentrate on the real bullshit.
There's always a lot of consequences for things.
Well, I mean, but you gotta know that we're so entrenched in warfare in our own country with our own selves, and that we can't even concentrate on the attacks from that are coming from everywhere. So
and educating our kids.
Yeah, we can't even educate our kids because all we're doing is pussyfying. Excuse my language, but that's what we're doing. We're turning them into big fat.
We used to have some listeners before who got him on here, but
I'll be on the editing room.
Now they're both gone.
Now they're both gone, man.
Yeah,
they only answer our text messages.
They had a conversation, and that was it.
Hey, what about hey, man, if you can pick two comedians to be in an MMA cage fight, who would you pick?
Ooh, okay. The first one. Okay, do they have to be alive or dead? Can I just pick
they
anybody?
Can be alive or dead. They can even be Josh Blue if you want him to be one of them.
Oh, yeah. Or Carrot Top. They're both freaking little handicapped.
Let me see. Okay, the first one I would want. I gotta think of a female comedian, man, because I would. You know what? I want to see two ladies fight it out.
Lisa Lampanelli.
Yeah, I would. Yep, Lampanelli. Give me Lampanelli and Who else? Lampanelli and
Ralphie May's wife.
No, not Lana. No, I don't think that would be fair. Give me Lisa Lampanelli and and Monique. That's what I want.
There you go.
Yeah.
That would be a good one because they're both loud and fuck black dudes. So I think
there you go.
I think that would be. Yeah, that would be good. That would be a good one. Give me those two.
I was going to ask you on a insult battle, who would win, Cat Williams or Lisa Lampanelli?
Oh God.
I don't know, man. Like, okay, the thing about, I think what makes both of them good is that you can tell both of them have got shitted on their whole life. Like with Cat being so small, like normally it was a dude who, an older comedian, he was like never get into an insult battle with somebody who's really ugly, really fat, really, because they've heard everything. So nothing you can say is going to hurt their feelings. You know what I'm saying? So like when you deal with somebody like Lampanelli, you can just tell she probably just got shitted on her whole life, teased and all that. So they've heard everything. Cat's heard everything. I don't know, man. Cat is quick, but Lampanelli, some of the shit she says is just, it's
brutal.
And like
straight to the bone.
Yeah,
man.
and she explains it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what, I'm not good at insults because I'm too long-winded. Like, I'm not quick enough. I'd insult somebody and they'll say, okay, now the reason why that makes that bad, and I would have to explain it, and they're like, you know what, never mind, this isn't even fun anymore. Go back and forth with you. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think it's a different stuff. I'd honestly go Lampanelli, man, because she says some crazy shit.
You see, she's not afraid to say anything. She don't give a shit.
She will say anything.
She will say it, and with full conviction and 100%.
Cat will too, man. That would be a battle. We gotta get that going.
I love it. Yeah, cage fight. Well, no, it's a rap battle.
It's an insult battle. Now, were you paying attention? Jesus.
Her and Ralphie would probably be funny as hell.
Oh, God. Yeah, that would be good, man.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Man, we got to set that up.
Pay-per-view worthy.
That would be, man. Main event.
Hey, we're trying to break out too, brother. You know what I mean? We're
coming up with ideas. That would be insane.
That is funny, man.
Jeez.
That is funny.
Hey, man. All right.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going with.
Who you got in the Super Bowl? I know you're already going to say the Patriots, but...
No, I'm not going to say... I don't want to, man. You know what, man? I like to see Cam. I like to see Cam in there for the simple fact of everybody tries to shit on him, but the dude just has fun, man. Like, as much as when you have kids who play sports, they always tell you, make sure, you tell your kids, have fun. Don't warp them and make them think it's all about, and just tell them, and that's what that dude's doing. Like, he's just out there smiling, dancing. Like, the dude has fun. And you can tell.
You'd be having fun too if you're freaking 11-0.
Some people don't. They're
just super serious.
They're not undefeated. They lost one.
No, but I know they lost.
They lost that one.
Yeah.
But like the dude, he's smiling on. Like you can just tell he's having fun. There's not too many guys that you really could tell are having that much fun doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I'd kind of like to see him winning, man. For the fact of that kind of guy being out in the spotlight, man.
Tom Brady,
like everything he
I'm
does,
going for the underdog. The card.
People try to shit on it.
Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, man, you miss a ball, they're gonna give you some shit, boy.
Yeah, dude. Like they threaten your children. Like it's nuts. So, Cam, you can tell he really has fun with what he's doing. Like even the whole thing that happened here in Tennessee when you had the lady who was at the Titans game and she wrote the letter. When he was dancing and after the touchdown, and she was saying how appalled she was that he would, act like that. It was the stupidest thing because she said she had daughters. She had her daughter and her son there, and she was like, I had to make my daughter and son just like put their attention on the cheerleaders. And I'm like, so you
there you go.
Yeah, that's what you got. And they're not wiggling their ass. You know what I'm saying?
Your daughter, exactly. You rather your daughter pay attention to women who are on the field for the sole purpose of being objectified. Like that's all they're there for, rather than watch this guy dance. Like that's like it's the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
They might need a quiet room for her kids.
And boy, do I objectify them. Every time
right, exactly.
I do. Yeah, I mean, right. I need a quiet room.
She got them bitch kids. That's ridiculous.
No, she's a bitch. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying?
That's not nice. Damn, man. You need to put your drink down and relax.
I'm sorry. It's a little early. But you know what? I'm so sorry. It's the whole thing is everybody's so freaking politically correct now, and that's just it's getting the world to where I can't say what I want to say. You can't say what you want to say. You
always do, and then I got to cut it out. So
see, that's what I can't say what I want to say. I still can't do it. See, Big Cub can hear, but you can't. See, not the whole world don't get to hear it.
You don't have to hear it all the time. That's why.
But you know what? We're gonna kick it though one day, and then he will hear it.
Yeah. I'm down.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
All right, man.
We sound like we need to get together for sure.
What about you're stranded on a deserted island. You got to pick one person to be with you. You got Ted Nugent, Megan Fox, Charlie Murphy, or Amy Schumer.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Nugent before Murphy. I don't know about Charlie Murphy. Because I'd probably piss Charlie off because I'd probably just be asking him questions about his brother all the time. And I'm sure after a while I'd be like, listen, motherfucker, this is me. haha. So,
that's why he's so funny.
Megan Fox, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
I'd probably go Fox on this one.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Why not? Why not? Hey, I'm gonna
get
bored, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't get bored.
I'm gonna get bored.
I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna need someone to do from time to time. So.
Shit, on an island, her laying in the sun, Lord have mercy.
Oh man, you probably pick Charlie Murphy.
I'd probably pick Charlie and Amy Schumer so we could have a threesome.
Yes.
Oh shit! All right, man. Hey, you got one show at the Bridgestone Arena. What comedian you gonna have with you?
Who's opening for you?
Who's opening for me?
Yeah.
One
pick
show,
anybody.
Bridgestone. Who's opening for me?
Carrot Top.
I'm gonna say no. That's my closer. No, he's the headliner. Carrot Top's the headliner.
Oh God!
Don't you disrespect him? Who's opening for me?
Carrot Top just delivers the steroids.
I'm gonna have to. You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you who I really want to see live, and I don't think I want to see Louis C.K. live.
All right.
I want to see him in person. Yeah, I've seen pretty much everybody else I want to see.
But this is about somebody being with you that you can bring in the most money possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's open for you, Cat?
Kevin Hart would definitely bring all the money. No, I'm gonna tell you who else brings money, man. What's dude's name? Aziz.
Oh yeah,
Aziz
yeah.
Man, I didn't realize how much damn money he makes, like worldwide. People, man, dude banks off of comedy.
Yeah, he does, man. Funny dude. And
so it probably him, or you know what, man, Sinbad was like one of the first people I ever saw live.
I love
so
Sinbad.
I could even say Sinbad just off of like nostalgia for me, you know, because that was like the first person I ever saw do stand up live.
He needs to bring some movies back. He was great in the movies.
For me, it'd have to be Andrew Dice Clay. He was the first one I saw live, and he blew me a fucking way. And after that, I've been a comedy fan ever since. So
I'd have to pick Chappelle.
Yeah.
Oh, Chappelle.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, to sell out the Garden, like that's big shit.
Dave Chappelle could sell out anywhere.
That dude's got some funny, and he's always got a story out of everything, and it's fucking hilarious.
He's out of every comedian right now, though. He is my favorite. Yeah. I mean, I would love to have the honor of get just to smoke one with him.
Yeah, you know what, man, what makes him cool is that you can tell he really does stuff his way. To have somebody that's that funny and that successful and still is kind of, you know, like he embraces his stardom, but you can tell it's not like he's not consumed by it.
Yeah.
Right. You know, it's not, he's still at his core. You can tell he's still an artist at his core.
He's still grounded.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's what kind of, that's what kind of makes him cool. And it's, you know, I think it's actually probably boosted his legend, the fact he walked away from his show. You know what I'm saying? I think if he would have, you know, you would have always seen him and you could put your hand on him. You know he's on. But I think walking away from that, I think that kind of boosts his legend up and kind of, I would think, man, even made him a bigger star. You know what I'm saying? Because people kind of respect the fact of, you know, he wasn't going to be shitted on for something that he made what it was. He wasn't just gonna.
Yeah, he was fucking crazy, man. He's one of the guys that did comedy and really, just did shit that nobody else would ever do, man.
And meant what he said. He said what he meant too. I mean, that's one thing. Because I mean, some people stand behind their shit, some people don't. And he's always been one that I think that his brand that he made, he stands behind his brand. He don't give a fuck what you say or think or do. He's gonna do him, and if you don't like it, fuck off. And I've always respected that in everybody.
So when you get that big Comedy Central show, man, don't leave us behind.
Yeah, because you know what? Hey, you're gonna need somebody to sweep up after the show.
So I gotta send out some. Yeah,
you're gonna need that professional blunt roller, and you know what? I need at least the first try. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? I'm pretty damn good, brother. I'm telling you, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm from the hood over here.
The time is coming.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, man, dude. His just everything, man. He's just like, I don't know. It's just everything about him. He's like the coolest. When I saw him, it was the last time he came to Zanies, he just did like a pop-up show. Like they didn't advertise it. They just put it up on the marquee one day.
Oh, shit.
And it was right when the show was coming out. So this was what was it like 2002, 2001?
I bet it sold out.
Man, it was just crazy just to watch him. Like it was just a trip. Just watching certain people, and he makes it look so easy. He makes you feel like, yeah, I can be a comedian too. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody who's really good at what they do, they make you feel like you can do it because they make it look so easy. And you just tell he's just, man, it's crazy.
I don't know, getting out in front of somebody and making them laugh is pressure. And I mean, I don't know how I would be afraid that they wouldn't laugh and they'd be like, you're fucking stupid. You know what I mean? I'd be like,
you know what, man?
At least you kind of know.
Then I know that I don't belong up there. That's why I've never went.
Nah, it's a trip because like it comes from repetition. It comes from like, especially like for me, I used to always think I would be funny in conversation, people talking, but I was like, if nobody knows my personality, I can't just get up in front of strangers and make them laugh. Like they don't know, you know. And so once I started doing it, when I was like early on doing comedy, I used to look at crowds and I'm like, okay, what do they think is funny? What are they gonna like? And then once I got secure enough in my material and confident enough in my material, I can just start thinking like, okay, this is what I think is funny. Let me explain to y'all, or let me get y'all to understand why it's funny to me. And I think that's kind of when you turn that corner, it starts becoming less about, okay, I gotta come to these people and it starts becoming, all right, let me bring y'all into my world and make y'all understand, you know, why this is hilarious to me. And it's actually easier that way. It just takes some time getting to where you feel that comfortable.
Yeah, man.
But it takes all the pressure off of it, because you're like, you know, y'all got to come along the ride with me.
Well, I seen some stuff online, and man, it was really good. Like what we saw. We have to come check you out one of these nights, man, and meet up with you. We'll have some drinks afterwards.
Definitely, man. Yeah, I'd be down, man. I appreciate y'all having me.
All right, man. That's very cool. We're gonna be checking you out, and definitely we'll come down there and hook up with you at Zanies, man, and let us know if you're gonna be anywhere else. I heard of some other clubs around Nashville. I need to check them out.
Yeah, hit us up on Facebook.
Man, there's a lot of little pop-up rooms, man, and I always, man, shoot me. I think are we friends on Facebook or anything like that? I always post, because there's a lot of little rooms. Like, man, there's little stuff in Smyrna, little stuff going on here. There's stuff all over, man. It's not just only at Zanies. Even though that's what they bring in, you know, the A-list ones.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of funny guys who come through here who just pop in at little clubs, bars, things like that.
I think I friended you and you denied me.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Oh yeah, that was you. Yeah, that was you. Yeah. I meant to do that. Never mind.
Hey, two crackers are gonna try to fringe you today, and
just accept one of them.
Get in line.
Yeah,
get in line. Get in line. I did Chris Hardwick this week. White people love me this week.
Oh, that's right.
All right,
get in line.
Damn, I can't even. Well,
hey man, we'll be looking for you for real. We're gonna get out here and go watch the rest of these football games, man, and definitely gonna hook up with you.
Go ahead, fellas.
Good times, man. Do your thing, man.
All right,
Thank
man.
you.
You take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Thanks. All right, that's the show. B-Cub right here on Straight Hustling. Be looking for him at your comedy clubs. He's going to turn this part-time into full-time. He's got some funny stuff.
We got to help him do that, because I know he hates working, because we all hate working. So,
but, man, he's got a talent that we don't have. So
yeah, but, that's part of it. You got to have the talent that we don't have, that he's going to exploit, and you guys need to help him exploit it. So check him out.
Check him out. He's got some stuff on YouTube, on Facebook. B-Cub, Brian Covington, man.
Funny guy, and
show some love to Zanies. I guess he's been at Zanies.
Yeah, he's been opening act there for a week
selling
straight.
It out.
Yeah.
B-Cub's on fire.
He's on fire, selling it out every 7 days now.
Whew.
Yeah.
So get down there at Zanies, watch a good show, unwind, get some drinks, and take it easy, get some laughs.
And let yourself unwind, and don't be so damn uptight.
Yeah, that's right. Don't be heckling either, man.
Don't heckle. Never heckle.
All right.
Bad.
So check us out, straighthustling.com, www.STR8HUSTLIN.com. We're going to get the hell out of here.
If you ain't hustling,
you ain't living. We're out.
Peace.
Trying to be legendary, Lord. I'm just trying to be legendary. I'm just trying to be legendary, Lord. And I'm just trying to be legendary, Lord. Just trying to be legendary. I'm just trying to be legendary, Lord. And I'm just trying to be legendary. Being successful ain't enough for me, and I ain't satisfied with just living life comfortably. I wanna see my mama live a life in luxury, and make a way for everybody who look up to me. Lord, my philosophy's of Socrates. Seen the game is changing, we accepting mediocrity, and the lamest niggas recognize that upper echelon, and I ain't trying to be part of this mockery. I'm possibly on my way to being legendary. Hopefully I make it for my face on that obituary, and bury me comparing me to the game's elite. And if not, at least say he never accepted defeat. No surrender, no retreat, I'm just destined for greatness. I speak the words that these haters told me it was forsaken. No mistaking, I'm the chosen one, the one that box spirit the rose upon. You all may rest now that his soul is come. One. You all may rest now that his soul is come. One. I'm just trying to be the best that I can be. Money on my mind, it ain't no time for me to sleep. And on my grind, exactly where you find me. And I'm just trying to be, and I'm just trying to be the best that I can be. Money on my mind, it ain't no time for me to sleep. And on my grind, exactly where you find me. And I'm just trying to be, I'm just trying to be legendary, Lord. I'm just just trying to be legendary. I'm just trying to be legendary, Lord. And I'm just trying to be